Hello everybody, I want to welcome you to my video about packing a backpack for the first time ever in my life. I'm going to be packing my backpack, my brand new beautiful Osprey 65-liter backpack full of all these items to go on a Easter hiking trip along the Wanda Fuca Trail just outside of Port Renfrew, and I have to get all these items into this bag and try to keep enough room leave enough room for the 10 pounds of food that I still have to pack that's arriving this afternoon when my boyfriend Dave gets here with the food, and then he has half the tent and I have half the tent, and we're trying to divide everything up pretty much equally, except that he is significantly heavier than me, so as a percentage of my body weight, I don't feel that I have to carry as much as him. And since he's an engineer, we can argue about that when he gets here. But I'm very excited, except I know it's going to be cold and it's going to be wet, and it's going to be quite cold at night. It's unseasonably cold this April. So I had to check the weather, and there are going to be 2 very wet days. And apparently the rain jackets are a problem, and I was told, well, I was watching videos by a fellow who is in charge of cleverhiker.com, and they're fantastic videos. Please watch all his videos. That's cleverhiker.com. Go on, and he's got videos and blog posts about how to hike. Basically, he's hiked the Pacific Crest Trail. He's hiked for thousands of miles and kilometers all over the world, and he's very experienced, and he has some great advice. So he does say to take a down jacket or a down vest. So I have my down vest here and my lightweight rain jacket and my clothes, which don't seem like a lot here, but I think that I'm going to have trouble getting them into this pouch at the top of my bag. And I'm also going to wrap them in garbage bags to make sure they stay nice and dry inside the bag. But I have even found in my cedar chest some icebreaker long johns. So that's going to be perfect if I get cold at night. And an icebreaker merino wool top. I've got my Lululemon top and my Nike Bright top, short sleeve shirt in case it gets warm. There's supposed to be one warm day. And I'm going to include my cashmere turtleneck because it's so warm, and it's quite light, and I can squish it down so that in the evening, if it's really cold where we're camping, I can put that on. I've got an extra pair of tights. Dave's bringing another pair of tights that I left at his house, and my icebreaker jacket with hood. And so I can layer up. Now I'm going to take an extra bra top and I'm going to wear one. And there's my underwear. I've got 3 pairs of underwear, and these ones say make them stare. So hopefully that'll keep the bears away. And then my socks. Well, I had so much fun with the socks. My friend Leanne gave these to me. They're wool socks from Costco, and they go up high. So if they get muddy, they'll protect my leggings. I've got some wool socks, once again, icebreaker socks. And then I bought these beautiful socks at Mountain Equipment Co-op, and they're so comfortable. And these pretty socks are like ski socks, and they are going to be worn at night on my feet to keep me warm in my tent. And then we have a little tiny towel that we have to share. I've got gloves, and I have 2 different kinds of hats. I've got a lightweight hat with foil in it, and then that I use when I bike, and then I've got a little bit warmer too. So I think I might take both of those, and a bowl and a cup, and my all-inclusive utensil, which is a spoon and a fork and a knife all in one. My thermarest and part of the tent here. I've got to carry this fuel. Dave's carrying the other fuel and stove, so I carry some of the fuel. This is my 10-liter stuff sack, waterproof for putting the food in. So when the food gets here, I will put my food in there. And this is my sleeping bag, and then the other part of the tent. And of course, the plastic bags to stick things in before I put them in my backpack. I'm looking at this pile, and I have no idea how much it weighs, but I'm hoping that I can get everything in and have it weigh less than 30 pounds. And I'm going to go with just regular trail running shoes to avoid extra weight on my feet. And the food we're going to take is pretty simple. It's hard to know how many calories we're going to need, but I'm sure we'll be burning quite a few. It's 50 kilometers in 4 days. And if it's wet and cold, we will need more fuel. So when he gets here tonight, we'll divide the food up. And as I said, I'm going to make him carry his share as a percentage of his body weight. So after I get everything into that bag, I will come back and show you what it looks like. Well, I forgot to tell you about a few things. First of all, the backpack is almost full. I've still got room for the food when I finally put the food in my pack. I did forget to mention that I have Band-Aids, a hair clip, a hair tie, and some body wipes, and a travel pack of deodorant. Now, I was told that I shouldn't take deodorant because the bears will smell it and I could attract bears. However, I've done my research on the Juan de Fuca Trail. I'm not concerned about bears. I am concerned about being smelly and my clothes getting really stinky after 4 days of hiking. So I'm going to put all these items in a Ziploc bag and store them in the bear bins when we get to where we're camping. I won't put them in my tent. I'll be smart about that, and I do need to include a toothbrush, and Dave's bringing the toothpaste. I'm just gonna totally forget about a hairbrush. I will bring one to use when I am finished. Backpack is done, except for the food, and I've got it down to 16 pounds, including the weight of my backpack. That's all. So if I have 10 pounds of food and water, then I'm gonna be at 26 pounds, which is fantastic. And hopefully I'll be able to get it down to even less weight than that. I think Dave's pack is 40 pounds, so maybe he's going to try to give me some more of his stuff, but we'll have a conversation about that. Anyway, tomorrow morning is the big day. We head out, and I will check back with you, let you know how this is going, but I definitely think getting a good backpack is a good start. And lightweight camping equipment, as the Clever Hiker suggests, is the way to go.